Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I'm Kortensia. Today's weather is partly cloudy in general with a 40% or moderate chance of brief showers with a high of 84 degrees. Yesterday we thought you didn't need those umbrellas, but today you just might. So please, as Jamie always cautioned you, walk along with them.
And don't let the weather make a monkey out of you.
Not at all. No monkeying around today.
All right, that being said, breakfast.
Yeah.
Age-old debate apparently about whether we should, when we're having cereal, put the milk in before or after the cereal. What do you think?
After. What do you do?
I used to do that, and then I was, how do I say, educated. I was educated about putting the milk in before.
Why?
Here's why. When you put the milk in before and you pour the cereal on top, your cereal tends to stay more crisp. And that's what it is. And it's actually true. So with every spoonful, you can get the crunch.
But you can still get the crunch once you pour the milk over and you start eating immediately. How about that?
Well, you see. Yeah. so now there's a timing on when you take your bite. That's not how it works.
No.
So the debate continues, everyone. The debate continues. All right, so we're moving on to the latest in local news. This coming from the press unit in the Office of the Prime Minister. More relief is coming to persons in St. Kitts and Nevis who are still affected financially as a result of the lingering COVID-19 pandemic, as Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris, told the nation that two key measures from his government's second stimulus package are being extended this year. During his first press conference for the year held Thursday, February 10th, 2022, Prime Minister Harris said the income support to disadvantaged workers and persons unemployed on account of COVID-19 and the fuel subsidy program to passenger bus operators are being extended. Prime Minister Harris said, quote, in 2022, the income support and fuel subsidy programs are being extended for a further 3 months. The fuel subsidy is being expanded to include taxi operators who have a travel approval seal. Presently, we are advised that there are 202 taxi and tour operators across the Federation bearing the seal. Persons who applied last year need not reapply. The applications that were previously submitted are in the process of being reviewed for continued eligibility. End quote.
Now this from the Win FM Media. The Director of Public Prosecutions is investigating the ongoing matter involving Minister Lindsey Grant and the law enforcement officers. Commissioner of Police Hilroy Brandy, in response to a question from Win FM, gave details on the matter. On January 8th, 3 officers visited the Last Lap bar. As a result, an incident occurred. The police have investigated this matter and the file has been submitted to the Director of Public Prosecutions, who is the competent authority of these matters, said the top cop who was speaking at the Prime Minister's press conference for 2022. Commissioner Brandy said the police force is responsible to maintain law and order in the Federation, and as you are aware, we are in a pandemic and there is the COVID-19 Prevention and Control Act that the police has been asked to enforce. As a result, officers were assigned to check on business premises to see that they are complying with the act and the protocols. Videos widely circulated in early January show Minister Grant and law enforcement officers engaged in a verbal altercation at the popular Last Lap bar in Bird Rock. Win FM understands that lawmen visited the bar following a report of a possible breach of COVID-19 restrictions.
And finally, in the latest, Nevis elections date is still to be confirmed. The opposition, Nevis Reformation Party, has been gearing up for the polls by rolling out its slate of candidates and, at the same time, hitting the airwaves and campaign trail to drum up support. The Premier has sounded a note of caution on whether the elections would be held this year or not when asked as he addressed reporters at his recently held press conference in Charlestown. I don't know, he exclaimed, but pointed out that it is dependent on a number of factors before he can make that determination. The elections were last held on December 18th, 2017, when his concerned Citizens Movement Party won 4 of the 5 seats on offer in the Nevis Island Assembly. But the elections are constitutionally due sometime in 2023. Brantley ended his comment on the topic by sounding another note that the public would know when the elections would be held during this year. His party has not officially released the slate of its candidates, but it is likely that the 4 incumbents, Brantley, Eric Evelyn, Spencer Brand, and Alexis Jeffers, will all likely line up again. So there you have it for the latest in local news. When we return, we will bring you more regional and international news in a moment. Stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Sometime back there, my friend them Class and Carol give me a gift certificate to go Nature's Touch Spa at New Road Housing Development. Boy, one of the best full body massage I ever get. They also do facials, waxing, manicures, pedicures, prenatal massage, body scrubs, even house calls. Now I hear every Tuesday you could get a full body massage for only $100. I say what? I call one time and book an appointment. 465-2733, 664-2126, 663-0650.
And now, welcome back to Good Morning SKN. And now for the regional news. Dominican government, with UNDP support, moves to make indigenous Kalinago communities more resilient to climate impacts. From Dominica News Online, one of the Caribbean's last remaining indigenous group is taking steps to preserve their centuries-old way of life, which is currently being threatened by climate change. Dominica's Kalinago people, with support from the island's government and the United Nations Development Program, Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, are creating more resilient communities that can better withstand climate impact and improve their quality of life. These efforts are part of the UNDP's Enabling Gender-Responsive Disaster Recovery, Climate and Environmental Resilience in the Caribbean, ENGENDA project, which is funded by the governments of Canada and the United Kingdom and seeks to ensure equal access to climate change adaptation, solutions for women, children, persons living with disabilities, and other vulnerable groups in the Caribbean. Speaking via video on Monday, the 7th of February, 2022, during the launch of a series of workshops to assess the current needs and vulnerabilities of the Kalinago people and how these may increase due to the effects of climate change. Valerie Cliff, resident representative, Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, noted that the 2-week assessment and the resulting recommendations are an essential prerequisite for the inclusive growth.
And moving on to international news, this from Al Jazeera. Ethiopian security officers have been systematically extorting and abusing Tigrayan civilians held without charge, including minors and the elderly, since a wave of nationwide mass arrests began last year, according to alleged victims and their families. Estimates say thousands of civilians have been rounded up since the conflict between the rebels from the country's northern Tigray region and Ethiopia's national army began 15 months ago. At least 1,000 Tigrayans, including United Nations staff, were arrested in 2 weeks in November 2021 in the capital, Addis Ababa, according to the UN. The Ethiopian government says it only targets those suspected of supporting the rebels. But as profiling and detentions increased, so did the extortion of detainees by police and prison wardens, according to victims and relatives of victims who spoke to Al Jazeera over the past month. Prison wardens, government prosecutors, and officials from the local attorney general's offices are among those alleged to have demanded exorbitant bribes for release. Detainees also told Al Jazeera that payments are often required to secure medicine and in some cases to use toilets and showers throughout their indefinite detentions. Again, that story coming from Al Jazeera reminds us of how privileged we are in these parts.
We are privileged, yeah.
All right, so that's all that we have for the latest. We will be back with more Good Morning SKN in a moment.
Next, please.
Good morning, Mommy. How are we today?
We are okay. I brought in Bobby to get her first HPV vaccine to secure her from this cancer-causing menace. I'm just trying to make sure my girls have a chance at enjoying life, you know?
You look unsure about something. Are you okay?
I'm a little nervous. My boyfriend found a lump here the other day, and now I'm freaking out.
I understand how you feel, but let's take care of Bobby first. First, let me explain about this vaccine, the HPV vaccine. The HPV vaccine protects both boys and girls. This vaccine can prevent most cases of cervical cancer and some cases of sexually transmitted infections. Mommy, that's it for Bobby. Can we talk privately for a few minutes? It's really good that you told me about your boyfriend finding the lump. I'm glad that you weren't too scared. Mommy, when was the last checkup? I mean, which includes your breast examination and the pap smear.
Honestly, I don't know anything about pap smears. Is that something you do during childbirth? Because if that's the case, I would have done it twice, right?
A pap smear is an examination of your vagina and the pelvis area. It should be done for females between the ages 18 to 69 at least once a year. The World Health Organization recommends that the doctor or nurse that is doing the examination remove the cells from the cervix and check for any abnormal cells, cancer, and the human papillomavirus, which causes cervical cancer. If females get regular tests, anything unusual or abnormal can be treated and seen in its early stages. The girls are being vaccinated before age 13 to reduce the risk of getting cervical cancer. Women tested early and girls vaccinated can help us end cervical cancer. Don't be afraid. It's a simple examination which will be over very soon. Come on, let's get tested.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. As someone passionate about life, Chantel Pemberton lives by the mantra, life is to be enjoyed, not just endured. In 2016, after a decade-long stint in the customer, service, and banking industries, Chantel successfully attained Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs scholarship. In 2021, she earned a bachelor's degree in Chinese language and culture for international students. Graduating in the top 3 of her class with an accumulative GPA of 4.16 out of a possible 4.30 was a watershed moment in her academic career.
Chantel Pemberton is currently a first-year master's student, of the International Master's Program. in International Studies. Today we welcome Chantal to Good Morning SKN.
Thank you guys.
How are you?
I'm fabulous, thank you. 我很好.
Whatever that means. That means
You're gonna learn it later.
So you spent a decade in customer service
That's
and the
right.
banking industry.
Yes.
Why choose international studies now?
Well, for me, I'm always, like have a different mindset, so to speak, and I see the importance of that globalization is playing right now, and technology, because it's making the whole world into this global society. So, I think that this would be a great path for me, especially, I'm interested in culture, in languages. So even customer service will come into play because if you have to do negotiations and stuff like that, you still need that people skills or soft skills.
Absolutely right. Let's talk about your academics a little more. So your first degree was a bachelor's in Chinese language and culture.
That's right.
All right, let's talk about that. Your initial thoughts on that as you began to learn the language and immerse yourself in the culture.
Initially, I was like, what are you doing here, boy? Every day I cried, like not even cry, a bawl. It was really difficult, but with everything else, the more you do it, the easier it becomes and the better you get at it. And I would say I put in the work as well. It just wasn't like, okay, Sarah, whatever will be, will be. I had one-on-one sessions with my teachers. I had a language exchange partner. And just, get involved in cultural activities as well. And that really helps with the learning, the immersion, and just loving the whole experience. Yeah.
So it became easier after a while.
Well, it became easier after a while. But then as you go deeper into it, then there's another level of difficulty that you experience. Because, for example, like with English, we have the synonyms. It's the same with Chinese. So sometimes it's like, okay, so which synonym should I use here? Because I've learned so much at this point in time. So now I don't know which is better to be used in this scenario and stuff like that. So this all
Yes.
5 points.
Is there a particular career goal or dream that you would?
Maybe something in like foreign affairs or diplomacy. That's something that I would.
Okay. And do you have a particular place that you want to live, or you'll come back to Sweet Amiga?
I'll definitely home is home.
Okay.
I need to make an impact here.
Okay.
All right, so you're fluent in Mandarin, obviously.
Okay.
You're okay? Are you sure about that?
Okay.
Or are you
She's
just
being coy about it. Yes, she's being coy.
Obviously.
Okay, man. Don't put me up
Do
there.
you see that flair? She speaks with that flair too. I don't know. I'm thinking you're living up to the Chow Bango that we see right down. A lot of flair indeed. All right. So obviously you've talked about the difficulty, transitioning from English to Mandarin. I also know that you promised to teach us some phrases.
Sure.
Even before you do that, how easy or difficult do you think it would be for us to learn?
Yeah, gonna be great.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good. Thanks.
Didn't you do Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, she watched it yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Remember we did classes together, girl. You don't forget.
Cause Chantal, other than Chow Bango, I'm trying to put you someplace, and I'm like, where
Venezuela Institute.
Yes. Oh my God. Ashamed.
All right. So there's
She's
a
got
sisterly
5
connection.
points. Jamie, you are ahead
Thank you
already.
very much. I
She
was
needs the points. She don't get that much. She don't get that much. She needs the points.
All right, so you go ahead and teach us. We're going to do this one. You can look right into the camera and you say it. Good morning, SKN, and then we'll try to emulate you.
Okay, so 圣基斯和尼维斯早安.
I don't know. I can emulate that.
So first thing, 早安, that's good morning.
Zao and
早安. 早安. Yes, because Chinese is a tonal language. Yeah, so 早, that's the third tone, and is the first tone. 早安.
Zao and.
Good.
Okay.
So at least they have the good morning down. Yeah, let's go one more time. 早安.
Zao and.
Woo, 5 points.
Gotta do it with the flair though. You said that.
And yeah, and, saying it's a bit long. Yeah, 圣基斯, 圣, that's the fourth tone.
圣.
圣.
基斯.
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 斯.
See? Wow.
It's good.
And you studied in the language. Okay.
I know. 5 years of it.
All right.
和你为师，和你为师，你为师。
You can get my
Jamie, you're losing points. Come on, keep up, keep up.
One more time.
圣吉思，
吉思，
分个和，你为师，
你为师，
你为师。
你为师。
Very good.
Right.
Sao An.
So, and
Yeah. At least you get the good morning. If anything else, the good morning.
that is so funny because I really just want to ask, how do you order Chinese food? Anyway, we will be back in a moment to continue our conversation with Chantal Pemberton. Stay tuned.
So, nurse, what now?
Let me explain. I'm going to put your feet in these 2 meter stands called stirrups. Your legs will be open, then I will insert my fingers into your vagina and make a check. After that, I'll insert this. When that is inside of you and open up, I can see your cervix better. Then I will use these other devices to help me remove the cells from your cervix and check for the cancer and the HPV. Just relax. It will be over very soon.
Nurse, that wasn't so bad. I thought it would have been very painful.
I am glad your first experience was a good one.
So, when will I get the results?
The results usually return in 3 weeks. You have to come back here to the health center and I will explain. If there's anything abnormal, I will make a referral to your gynecologist.
Okay. Can I get the HPV vaccine my daughter got?
No, I'm sorry, you cannot. The World Health Organization and Pan American Health Organization did a lot of research and found out after persons are sexually active, the vaccine does not work as well.
So what's the best way to prevent me from dying from this HPV?
Just what you did this morning. Early and yearly screening for the HPV virus and checking for changes in the cervix with the pap test.
How do they know they're not sick?
I know, it's really sad. In 2014, 1 in 4 women in St. Kitts and Nevis were tested positive for one high-risk type of HPV. And in the last 10 years, the number of women with cervical cancer has increased.
See what I mean? But it's good that you could get the pap test, the HPV vaccine, and the breast checks all at the same time.
Yes, share what you've learned with your family and friends. We in the Ministry of Health are encouraging women to come and have these tests done every year because cervical cancer can be effectively treated if detected and diagnosed early. So let's both do our part. It's time to end cervical cancer.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We are speaking with the multidisciplinary student in international studies, Chao Pango. I'm saying it again.
So Chantal, you translate and you interpret for the Church of Asia.
Yes.
How is that and how has that been?
It has been an experience. I was actually put on the spot to do it, and I sort of turned it down. But I have a roommate who, she's from Uganda, and you know, she pounces on every opportunity. She was like, go, 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 go.
I like her.
Yeah. And so I just did it, and it has been great because I've seen myself, you know, progressing. So it has been
With the practice.
yes, constant practice. Every week, you know, I do it, so it's great.
Well, practice makes perfect, so they say. That's on your mantra. We'll get to know a little bit. All right, so I understand you were the club secretary of the Toastmasters Club at your university?
Yes, the Chinese Toastmasters Club.
All right, talk about that, how you became involved and what some of your takeaways are.
Well, that was also an initiative that I undertook in order to improve my Chinese. Yes, because just like the English Toastmasters, you have to go and make speeches. But the only difference is that it's in Chinese. So, and I also wanted to improve like my public speaking skills and, you know, that those jitters you get when you want to be before you make a speech. So I wanted to, you know, to get rid of all of those, or at least control them, you know, be able to control them. And it was great. I learned a lot, especially about time management, because, you know, I have to do the secretarial duties and I still have my, you know, schoolwork to get done. So it was great. And also we had to, you know, attend conferences and stuff like that. So, and different competitions. So it was a wonderful experience.
Worked in your favor.
Yes.
You've been living in Taiwan for some time now.
Yes.
Can you tell us some of the major takeaways of a Kititian living abroad?
Well, from my experience, it would be that this enabled me to leave my not even leave my comfort zone, but expand my comfort zone.
Okay, good stuff.
Because you know, things that I was not able to do, or even I didn't even imagine myself doing. You know, now I'm like, wow, girl, you did that.
You did that. Yeah.
So it's every opportunity to sort of like blow my mind, you know, I'm always up for that. So it has been good in that aspect, and also the cultural aspect, because I'm able to, you know, be immersed in this new culture and just take away everything it has to offer. When I first went, you know, I was a bit, should I say, using a sort of ethnocentric stance, you know, like, what am they doing? What that? Especially with the religion, you know, they're burning the incense and, you know, bowing to the dead and stuff like that, and offering food offerings. So I was just like,
Yeah, culture shock.
Culture shock. But, you know, after when, especially my degree program, that helped a lot. Okay. For me to adjust to the culture. So it's been great.
There must be some interesting stories there.
Yes. Too much for this one segment.
Another time. Let's do that. Yeah.
All right, now we get to your personal mantra, which is life is to be enjoyed.
Enjoyed and not endured.
Enjoyed and not endured.
Enjoyed, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, tell us about that. With examples, if you can.
Yes.
Because there was a point in my life where, like, life just seemed stagnant, and I was just going with the flow every day. I was like, oh, this again. And, you know, and just waking up, and life didn't really seem to have a purpose, so to say. And, I had other, like, just saying, there has to be more to life than this. And, you know, this too shall pass. And there was one day I had that awakening that life should be enjoyed, you know, because what you're doing right now, you're not enjoying a thing in this life.
Yeah.
And time is passing.
Yeah.
So I just, you know, got that life is to be enjoyed and not endured.
Not enjoyed,
yeah, otherwise you would just live without any purpose, without, you know, meaning to your life. And yeah, I'm passionate about life right now, and
I can see that.
I'm in that space right now, so I'm happy that I've, you know, overcome that. That stage.
Good stuff.
So where do you see yourself, if you've even thought of this before, 5-10 years from now, having the qualifications that you do, where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years?
In 5 or 10 years, just doing something that's blowing my mind.
Yeah. Enjoying life.
Yes. I'm not going to put any limitations on myself. I have goals and certain things that I have in mind, but I don't really like to speak things before, you know. I keep them here, I write them down, and I go for it.
Okay.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Right.
I'm sorry, but yeah. Sorry I couldn't tell you more about
Suspense.
it. You know?
But James, I thought you said you like a lady with suspense.
Suspense music is playing now.
So I can read. All right, so traveling the world, the way that you is that the way that you decompress?
Yes, that's how I decompress, because most of the things that I do is very cerebral in nature. You know, I have to use a lot of you know, mental energy towards them, whether it's teaching, translating, just, you know, doing my schoolwork. So yeah, I travel, and traveling does not necessarily have to be outside of Taiwan, or, you know, the outside of wherever you live. You know, for me, traveling is just taking it. It's even a staycation or something. You know, if we're here in St. Kitts, you go over to Nevis, you go to some place, right? And yeah, I just love it. You see new things, you see new people.
So I want to know, did you travel to any of the neighboring countries?
Oh, yes.
Can you mention a few?
I went to Thailand, I went to Bali in Indonesia, Vietnam, Cambodia, yeah, those places. So
I only dream of going there.
I don't see any pictures, so that's another thing I'm gonna have to wait for. Suspenseful music playing in the background?
Every year you participate in the Dragon Boat Festival. Tell us about that.
yeah, so that too was for me to be more immersed, get immersed into the culture. And also it's a good sport because you engage every possible muscle that you can imagine.
Oh, so it's like CrossFit?
It's rowing. It's actually
rowing,
competitive rowing.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's great. It's a workout.
All right, but I'm gonna have to wait to converse with you some more because apparently we're being cued. The music's playing in the background. That being said, Chantal, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
My pleasure. So thank you for having me.
Always. You're watching Good Morning SKN. We'll be back in a moment, everyone. Stay tuned.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
Sometime back there, my friend them Cluster and Carol give me a gift certificate to go Nature's Touch Spa at New Road Housing Development. Buy one of the best full body massage I ever get. They also do facials, waxing, manicures, pedicures, prenatal massage, body scrubs, even house scars. Now I hear every Tuesday you could get a full body massage for only $100. I say what? I call one time and book an appointment. 465-2733, 664-2126, 663-0650.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are any exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on.
February is the month of love, and Valentine's Day is this upcoming Sunday. Oh, wow. So it's really this Sunday?
Wow.
Really? Okay, I didn't know. So for those, Valentine's Day Sunday, guys? Never mind. All right, for Monday, that's what I was thinking. Anyway, it doesn't matter when you celebrate as long as you celebrate, right?
As long as you celebrate.
So for those not so early birds who are still trying to figure out what to do for Valentine's Day, we've got you covered. We have partnered with 5 local businesses to offer you Valentine's-themed giveaways. So far, we've given away a couple of massages at Nature's Touch Spa, or rather, we've given a couple's massage. I don't know what's going on today, Kortensia. We've given a couple's massage at Nature's Touch Spa, a gift basket from Gary's Fruits and Flowers, and also 2 movie tickets at the Nevis Performing Arts Center, or NEPAC. And today we have another giveaway for you. In partnership with the Swing Restaurant and Bar, we're giving away lunch for 2.
Yep.
So, would you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got to enter. The Swing Restaurant and Bar offers tasty food as well as delicious mocktails and cocktails. They are located in the breezy countryside along the Island Main Road, Keon, right next to the gas station. Today's winner of lunch at the Swing Restaurant and Bar. I just want to swing, right? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I hear bar, I think I'm drinking. All right, the Swing Restaurant and Bar is... All right, so we're spinning.
We're spinning.
We're not swinging, we're spinning.
Yeah, we're spinning before we swing.
Well, you know.
Spinning before the swinging.
That's it. Okay, so Ziomara, is that it? Ziomara, congratulations.
Congrats, Ziomara.
You have won yourself and that special person a lunch date. Woo, I'm jealous now. All right, so enjoy.
You're making me hungry already.
All right, so let us know how you enjoyed your meal at the Swing Restaurant and Bar. For those of you who weren't lucky today, but this is the part that
there is still time. So you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Studio 327 Inc. to find out how you can participate in the Good Morning SKN Valentine's giveaway. We're going to take a short commercial break. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week? He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday.
You like him?
No, he's just my friend. Plus he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though. Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened?
The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and kissed me. I was so shocked I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home. My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys,
We don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, you have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
I going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and ting. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who can support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen?
Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
I'm here to St. Kitts, Nevis, with a name for us I represent for the Ministry of Health. Yeah. Respect the COVID protocols. In a time like this, all for one for all. St. Kitts, Nevis. Don't forget your mask. Wear it everywhere you go. Sanitize before and after everything you do. Cause you never know what's on the surface or the places you go. Maintain a safe social distance between me and you. Keep calm and stay focused. Don't be a fool, seek the facts first. And boost your immune system up. don't wanna lose no more of us. Myself feel sanitize, observe the protocols out, be wise. Myself feel out, sanitize, me family fitting boat. Blessed love greetings. This is Infamous, and I am here to encourage every Kittian and Nivision to remember that we have our part to play in the fight against COVID-19. So sanitize, wear your face mask, practice social distancing, and go and get vaccinated. For me no know about you, but me love think it's bad. Isn't it, man?
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Earlier we spoke with Chantel Pemberton, an international student in Taiwan. She shared with us all about her love for traveling, how her love for traveling motivated her career path. Well, myself and Jamie have traveled to a few places ourselves.
Oh, we have.
So today, as we loosen up, we're going to share some of those places with you. So Jamie.
Oh, I get to go first.
Gentlemen first today.
Gentlemen first today. I have not traveled as extensively as Kortensia. My travels are limited. But I've traveled to, I think I've said that before. I've traveled to New York. Are we supposed to show pictures here? Is that the deal? All right. Camera guy.
Rico Suave.
Rico Suave. You're going back in time. I gotta hold this up, and I'm covering my face when I do it because I went through the archives for this. Can I do that? Can I cover my face when I do that? All right, so this is me at 10 years old on Liberty Island, no less, where the Statue of Liberty is in New York.
Nice.
I think Kortensia, you went through my album before, so you were just, yeah. Kortensia
Always
snuck
well
through my
dressed.
album. It
I
was here.
noticed he's always well put together, well dressed. Yeah. Yeah.
This was decades ago. All right, so that's me at Liberty Island.
What else you got?
What else do I have? You know what? This is the thing. I'm looking at this album, and I don't know if I have any shots of when I was 6 years old. It might be in another album, which is just across the ways, but you know what? Yeah, I don't think you guys need to see that. So I have a couple of shots here. Let's go. And all of them are in New York, by the way. The other one was in Canada, because I don't really take a lot of photos.
Me too. I have to start taking more photos. I had to go hunting for photos last night, because I don't take photos. My memories are in my brain. Yeah, my photos are in my brain,
Except when you have parents who want to memorialize these things, so they make you do things like this.
Yeah.
You see the shirt, can you read it? Barcelona 92. Yeah, that was when the Olympic Games were in Barcelona.
Vintage.
Got the t-shirt on the side of the street, I think it was, and I put it with a pair of jeans. And this actually does not look like I was there, but I was actually there. I was actually, in front of these buildings in a park.
Yeah.
And when I look at it now, it looks like somebody put
a backdrop.
Yeah, it does look like a backdrop,
but
I was actually there.
Yeah.
Here's a proof that I was actually in Liberty Island, people. It's actually written on the back. I don't know if you guys, do I want to show this? Summer of 92, suffice it to say that.
Is this the base of the Statue of Liberty or no?
This is, it's still on the island. I don't remember, to be honest. I never went up because you would have to walk up. I know I've had friends who've done that, but I didn't walk up. I actually got very seasick on the way there.
Oh, yeah.
And
you have to go by boat.
This is what happened to me after I got back home.
Hey,
I was seasick. Anyway, that's enough of Jamie for 25 years. What about you?
I've been to a few places myself.
A few?
Yeah.
That's so modest.
Yeah. I'd say I am quite an adrenaline junkie. So that's me in Mexico in 2019. Actually, my third honeymoon. Yeah. So we were about to do some adventurous stuff. I did some cave rappel. I did some cave diving. We did cave swimming. And I zip lined into the cave.
Oh, cool.
Climbed up a few ropes.
There you are.
Yeah. So, and I also, we did the, is it the dome buggy where you drive in the mud? Oh my gosh. And that's me climbing on some poles that eventually they're gonna drag me off of.
Oh boy.
Oh my God.
Adventure. Oh, love the shot.
And this is me doing the pendulum swing. Yeah. So we had some fun in Mexico. This is me and my husband. We're climbing across a rope, tight rope, like ballerinas, yeah. Oh, this is me in Antigua on our first year anniversary. So we were having a little tour on the water while I sip some champagne. This is Antigua as well. Just me lounging at the infinity pool, yeah. So quite a few travels. Antigua as well. Again, that's where we spent our first anniversary together. This is me and one of my former coworkers, Aliyah, in Barbados, Rihanna country. So we were having little snow cones because sometimes when we go on our overnights, we go out and we explore. So this was us exploring, yeah. Oh, this is me in the cave. After I took off the stuff from the zip line in Mexico.
I was going to call you Batwoman.
Yeah.
The cave, right?
I know. Mexico as well, just enjoying the hotel itself. So, few of my travels. St. Lucia, as you can notice, the Petit Piton in the background. Yeah, this was our second honeymoon. Yeah, we went on 3. We were blessed to go on 3. Yeah, this is us preparing to go on my old uniform from my old days of working at Liat. Yeah. Yep. So just a few of my travels. Yeah.
Nice.
So we've been to a few places. Yep. We have.
A few more to go.
Yep. I long to go. My ultimate place to go to is Australia.
Oh yeah? Okay.
I have to just touch the Opera Hall. Oh, look, at the top of the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, that's where we went. That's when I went to Paris in 2015. The famous lock bridge, Jamie. All the locks, but they, according to the tourist guide, they cut them off because they rot the bridge eventually. Paris as well, once again. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So.
Love those shots.
Yeah, I did a few travels, man.
Yeah, you're going to be a great tour guide one day.
One day. the tower in the background.
Yes.
That time they had some unrest going on in Paris. I don't know if you're aware of that. So they weren't allowing too many people to get under the tower. The gendarmes were there with the big guns. So me and my cousin decided, look, this is the closest I'm going to get to the outside. So that's where I took that picture right there. Yeah. But it's a beautiful structure, and I would go at top of it again.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah.
Who knows? The day Studio 327 sends us to Paris, I'm there.
Wink, wink.
There's humor in that statement. All right. There's so much humor in that statement.
Ideas.
All right, so yeah, that's it for the segment of Loosen Up.
Yeah,
we'll be back in a moment.
We will.
See you soon.
I am Lucille Pemberton Vaughan. I am health educator and counselor in the National AIDS Secretariat within the Ministry of Health. We have launched Operation Safe Streets, Safe Sheets, and this is done in collaboration with the Traffic Department. Everybody should be tested and know his or her status. You cannot have your status and not know your partner's status. Initially, when one gets infected, there are no real symptoms. However, during that period, within the first 6 months, some persons show signs like flu-like symptoms. Presently, there is no known cure. However, there is treatment, antiretroviral treatment. This treatment actually keeps the virus in check and prevents it from causing havoc on the immune system. HIV and AIDS can be transmitted to 3 main ways. Mother to child transmission, meaning that when someone is pregnant, that mother could pass it on to her baby in utero, and also during labor and by breastfeeding. Infected blood products like sharing needles and if you have blood transfusion, and finally unprotected sex with someone who is infected. How could this be prevented? Simple as ABC. A, abstinence. Abstinence is still an option. B, be faithful. If you have one partner, stay with that partner. And then third, and I think most importantly, is condom use. The C is consistent, correct condom use. So we are encouraging the public to come and get tested. The test is free, it's confidential, it's reliable.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day when it comes, everybody.
I want to wish everyone happy Valentine's Day when it comes, and remember to protect yourself.
I would like to wish the general public a happy Valentine's Day. Love is protective, so protect yourself and protect others.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Jazzy grew up in the Cox Village, Nevis, and Buckley's Estates in Kitts. He was just 4 years old when he heard kettle drums for the first time. This experience was mesmerizing for him, and there began his journey of musical exploration. With the help of 11 loving siblings, Jazzy made his first guitar from a piece of driftwood, fishing line, and an oil pan. He believed it worked because the same guitar led many concerts in the village church. The church concerts led to his discovery by a British piano teacher who recognized his passion.
She introduced him to lines, spaces, and the power of classical music. Music has been Jazzy's life history. He is the lead keyboardist in the Greenhouse Band. Jazzy also released his first solo album, Son of Mango, which he describes as Caribbean chic. Today, it is our honor to welcome Jazzy to Good Morning SKN's Expressions. Jazzy, thank you so much for doing this.
Welcome, Jazzy.
Oh my God, thank you guys.
Oh, that's such an intro. All right, so late last year, you released your first solo album, Son of Mango. How did you seamlessly fuse genres like soca, reggae, dancehall with classical genres like jazz, pop, and R&B?
Since this is my work is playing for international customers from around the world, you're kind of forced to do different things. You have to be creative. You kind of just play. You cannot be single genre specific. You have to be entertain such a wide variety of people. You have to be very creative. So that's the end result. Thank you.
So, your album cover. Did Rene Marguerite's The Son of Man, the 1964 painting, inspire the album's cover art and name?
Yeah, so like being an artist, I work with sound. A lot of artists work with colors, so I don't see a difference. So I really, I love art, I love painting, so and it really moves me. And then I'm a son of a mango. So I'm the son of a man. He just pairs really well with son of a mango. So I'm like, this is great. So in the background we went down to Paradise Beach. So in the original painting they have a farm, and I'm on an island. So my wife and I, she have a good creative eye, and we came up with concept. So full credit to my wife Danielle.
Absolutely. You should tell her that we're loving it here. It's great. Good job. All right, so you described the album as Caribbean chic. What does that mean? Tell us more about it.
Okay. I'm a sailor. I love sailing. You know, I take sailing lessons with my crew from St. Kitts, Nick Hale and Nick Dupree. So they taught me how to sail. So if you're ever sailing along the coast of Nevis or St. Kitts on a yacht, you know, the music that you're gonna hear on the speakers in the yacht is Caribbean chic. It's not soca and calypso and reggae alone. You know, you have stuff from Europe, you have classicals, you know, all the stuff playing on the yacht. That kind of defines the Caribbean, like stem bats and, you know, that kind of image. It pairs well with that kind of image and that kind of lifestyle. So that's the Caribbean chic. You got it? Did I paint the picture for you?
Oh yeah, you definitely have. I'm actually experiencing the sounds right now.
Is there a common thread in your song? As we noticed, there are 30 songs on The Son of Mango.
The common thread is that I'm a creative person, like, you know, sometime in the middle of the night, you know, sound drive you. So the common thread is the reggae, the Caribbean influence fused with the different genres around the world. So, like, for instance, I have Dub Dragon. If you ever heard like an erhu, like from China, it's an amazing instrument. You have one string and it's so expressive. So I like, erhu, I probably pronouncing the name, but it's erhu, E-R-E, H-U-E. That's the spelling. And it's such an amazing instrument. I heard it live like 10 years ago in New York somewhere, and I was like, wow, this instrument is so powerful. You have one string, it's very small. It reminds me of the local banjo. Small, but yet powerful instrument. So I'm gonna work with the erhu.
Yeah. I have to say, as we're talking to you, we're seeing some photos of you, I guess promotional photos, and even your performances as well. You photograph really well, Jessica, especially with the grand piano there.
Yeah,
thank you.
That's a nice photo.
Yeah.
All right.
I just purchased my first grand piano. I'm gonna pay for it in maybe it costs a penny, but as a gift to myself for my birthday. Yeah, like I should have a real piano in my house, so I bought one. I have tons of keyboards, but I never owned the piano. So I had finally bought my own Yamaha real piano as a gift to myself.
I love the way you say that. You're so proud about it, right?
Real piano.
You should be.
In my tropical, the whole 9 yards, they're gonna be cost something, but like, yeah, I think I deserve it. The work I put in on piano, so like, yeah, I should have a piano.
I think you do too.
One of the most popular songs in Nevis. No, one of the most popular songs is Nevis Naturally. Tell us about that.
Oh, if you ever maybe take a drive around Nevis, like envision yourself in a hatchback Jeep, traversing Nevis. You know, you're going up to the mountain, you're going all the different places, you're going out to the beach. So, and you know, you drive to Gingerland, a chicken gonna run across the road.
Of course.
Or a monkey.
Yeah, and you pass by the rum shop. A dreadlocks up there, he might offer you something to smoke. And you know, you get some beer by the rum shop, you go down on the beach by Sunshine, you know. So and that's just Nevis naturally. The perfection and the imperfection of Nevis. That's Nevis naturally to me. So I literally composed this piece like driving around Nevis with my family, you know, in our vehicle, just watching and observing Nevis from a tourist perspective. And you know, some of my tourist friends pointed out to me, so it's so unspoiled, and we hope to keep it that way.
Yeah.
The way that you speak about it, it's so natural. In fact, you have painted a picture. So if I didn't know, I would know that you are an artist because you are painting a picture with your words. What we're going to do right now is that we're going to take a very short break. Jazzy, don't go anywhere. We will be back to talk with you more after this. Stay tuned.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Bless up, Dejo here, and I'm doing my part in the fight against COVID-19 by following all safety protocols and, most importantly, rolling up my sleeve for the vaccine. So I'm encouraging you to do the same, because that's our best shot of protecting ourselves, our family, and our friends. So don't wait, vaccinate. Let's roll up to roll out.
Yeah. I know we can make it. It's only just a phase. Once we're vaccinated, and everybody gonna be safe. Everybody gonna be one safe. Kind, yeah. One people. We are roll up to roll out, yeah. Cause no man's alone, do what's right. Alright, cause I love you, brother, my sister. And we're in this together, my sister, my brother. I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much. I think it's better for us, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Hey, I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Tell your mommy to roll up to roll out.
Has anyone ever touched you here, here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Hopefully you're hearing that sound in the background, because we are speaking with the singer Jazik. You're more than a singer though, so we can hear that you're more than a singer. The man behind the Son of Mango album. Now, we know, Jazik, that the album has 30 tracks on it, so I know that this question would probably be a hard one for you, but which of the songs, if you could choose, would be the one that you enjoyed composing the most?
It would be Tia Mandia. That kind of thing was my inspiration from, if you ever heard of an artist called Chick Corea, Herbie Hancock, that kind of sound, really excellent piano players, so I'm really influenced by them. So I love composing that kind of Latin influence, Brazilian. I mean, if you've ever been to Brazil, the beauty of the country, the people, the music is amazing, so I'm highly influenced by South American music, Brazilian in particular. So
Ooh.
I love putting
And I'm from the South, so that's good.
You're teasing our viewers, but we're gonna have to wait a little longer to get that full performance from you. All right, so when a person listens to your album, is there anything that you say, you know what, I want you to feel this, or I want to convey this to my listeners? Or do you just leave it open and say, you can interpret it however you want?
Yes, especially with instrumental. For instance, when I was putting this album together, I have a lot of friends in Jamaica, and The album is highly reggae influenced as well. You know, tons of reggae on it. You know, reggae fused with jazz and different genres. And I send it to Jamaica and to my friends, like, you know, critique this for me. And they're like, yeah, what go on, Jazzy? You hear that rhythm, yeah? That was track, I think it's Dub-O-Matic. Him. You what? Michael Rose was in the studio. He made the track and he want to take it from you. So Michael Rose put an amazing song called, I forget the name of the song, but Dub-O-Matic. He put the song name, Crucial, the life is good. Anyway, he put it and they're like, we'll take this, forget the rest, you can take the rest of the songs, but we'll take this one from you, take this one off the album and give it to us. I'm like, nah, I'll keep it. So I didn't give it to them. And what was the question again?
No. Well, you're funny. Well, you gave me an answer and then asked me, but that's nice. It's a better story, so I don't even mind that you didn't answer the question. I was actually asking you if there was a particular feeling that you wanted to convey in each song, or you just leave it open to the interpretation of the listener.
And that's the thing, well, this concept that I send it to Jamaica and they interpret it like, this should be a reggae album. You should, you know, like, and you know, man, like, you know, come Jamaica, let's put some artists on the rhythm them. I'm like, no, like, because normally I work with a lot of these producers, I work with them, I make rhythm. You know, I have rhythms with pretty much like Egyptian and Jamaican, like tons of, I have rhythms on YouTube with, I own that tons of artists on. And they wanted me to go down this line as well. And I'm like, no, this is, you know, my time. And the question one of the producers in Jamaica, we had this conversation during COVID. And we're like, oh, you know, the music on in the media, you're like, you know, what you like? I'm like, well, I'm not really hearing anything that moves me into the core. And he questioned, well, why don't you make it? If the music ain't moving you, make one moving. And that's what I did. So I made the album that moves me.
Well, I'm being moved just listening to it here, so hey, good job.
I recommend a small dose of THC, and you listen it, and you're gonna get the picture I'm trying to paint for you. You get the full picture. You listen from top to bottom. Like it'll take you like 2 hours. Put it in your car. Put it from top to bottom. You get, because it's in an act, like, you know, the plane take off, have high points, and in a waves, basically, in waves, and then I land with the song I composed for my wife called Midnight Chocolate, song track number 30. She always like,
You said Go ahead, sorry.
She always like, oh, you know, when you're gonna compose something for me? So I did. That's the song, Midnight Chocolate.
And that's the one that's gonna linger. It's the last one on the album. All right.
You said music has been your life story. What do you mean by that?
Well, like you read my bio in the beginning, I knew at 4 or 5 years old I would be a musician. Well, it might sound kind of weird out, spiritual. When I was a child, I was in my grandfather's, I was up in one of his mango tree. Yeah, it's an Emery Poly mango tree. And I was a child. And I was up in the tree, and like a spirit told me, I'm gonna be a musician. It was all by myself. I was up in the tree, and like and a force told me. I can't explain it, but I knew I would have been a musician. I knew I could see my future then. So it's my life story. So, and you know, it sent me on the path of learning. Took me on the path of learning, especially like making the guitar and learning how to play. Yes. And then my dad saw, you know, back when I was a child, you know, people wasn't handing out pianos and guitars readily. If you wanted it, the first time I saw a piano, I mean, it was like, wow, what those black things are for. Because at this point, you know, I understood the guitar, but like, so I just wanted to touch it, and it drew me in, and like, this was the instrument for me. I knew it then, and then from there till now, every room in my house, I have, like, if I maybe pan around this room, in this room that I'm in, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 pianos in this room where I'm in right now. Just my room. Upstairs in my my living quarters. Over in my studio, I have another 5. Back there. Upstairs, I have 1. Because my wife would only allow me to have 1 in the house itself. Get distracted.
You don't want too much noise.
Jesse, here's what we're going to do now. Something a little fun. So we're going to message you a photo All right, so hope you have your device nearby. We're going to message you a photo, and our viewers are seeing it as well. And the question is, who are you with, and what was the relationship like musically and otherwise? So hopefully you're getting that photo. Oh, okay. Are you seeing that photo, Jazzy?
From the 9 months you carry, it's a very emotional thing for me. I really don't like speaking of Masood, you know, my brother, but you know, yeah, it's very emotional. It's of course Masood.
Yeah, we miss him. We definitely do.
And
all right, so on that note, Jazzy, we're going to take. Yes, go ahead, please.
I'm like 100% finished with like the best of Masood album. I have like 26 songs. You know, I reach out to all the musician friends around the world who knew Masood, and they have saxophones and guitar players. We traveled to Israel together, and like I reach out to those musicians and they play the instrument. When they found out he passed, so I have an amazing project, like 26 songs from Masood to just like this, to put it on a USB cassette, maybe in a record format, to bring it to the general public in due time. So that's gonna
Can't
come.
wait for that.
Oh, that's going to be incredible. That's going to be incredible.
Nothing never heard unreleased stuff like this. I remember the last song he and I worked on as a team. Never been heard. Like, I'm the only one who heard. My wife, of course, heard the song. So I'm looking forward to bring forth Masood project
in
the not too distant future.
Okay. So are we. Thank you so much. We're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, you are actually going to give us a virtual live performance. You've been giving us snippets so far, but we're going to let you go uninterrupted when we return. More with Jazzy in a moment, everyone. Stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom. No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
It's been 6 months now and Glenn hasn't been working. His attitude has completely changed and he's been leaving the house every day for hours and liming with his friends and coming home drunk and causing confusion.
Gloria, this is what you cook today? This is not enough food for a big man like me.
But Glenn, it's been 6 months now. You haven't given me any money to shop for food.
Okay, so what you want me to do if my boss ain't called me out for work as yet?
Look for a different job now.
What you just said to me?
Get a next job.
What?
Help! Let me
Let
go!
go what? Yeah, let's see what we happen. Let go what? Watch your mouth with me now.
Every day mom and dad fight. When are they going to stop?
Domestic violence is not just physical, it's mental, emotional, economical, and psychological. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 888-465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
All right, so, hey, welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Can you sense the excitement in the studio right now? That's because we're joined by Jazik, who will give us a live virtual performance to get us all in the mood for Valentine's Day. I don't even want to ask you what you're going to play, because I know it's been tough, Jazik. So why don't you just take it away?
For all my friends and all my lovers, for my kids, and all the people in the studio, we're gonna like this. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse. When the tears come streaming down your face, and you lose something you can't replace. And when you love someone and it goes to waste, could it be worse? Oh no. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Up high or down below, when you're too in love to let it go. But if you never try, you'll never know. You'll never know just what you're worth. Oh yeah. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bone, and I will try to fix you. I'll fix you. I'll fix you. I'll fix you. See it stream down your face. Promise you I will learn from my mistakes. See it stream down your face, and lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. I'll fix you. I'll fix you. Is that 5 minutes?
Is that 5 minutes?
I wasn't counting times. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You can't count when you're feeling. You can't count when you're feeling that. And I felt it. Did you feel it, Kortensia?
I felt it. It was a rocking out performance. Yeah, it was good. Really good. Give me goosebumps, Jazzy. Yeah.
This one for my, well, let me do this one, My favorite artist, pianist, singer, vocal. I imitate him a lot. Not Stevie Wonder.
Ray Charles.
You packed my bag last night. Pre-flight, Mr. Elton John. 0 hour 6 a.m. And I'm gonna be high. By the way, it's tough to sing in the morning, by the way. And I can't buy then. And it goes, I said the chorus. And I know it's gonna be a long, long time. That sound brings me round again to find not the man that think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. I am a rockin' man. Rockin' man. Burning out the fuse out here alone. I think I'm gonna be for a long, long time. Short one, yes.
Thank you so much, man. I'm loving this. Loving this. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for taking the time. And definitely, Nevis nice.
Nevis is so nice, man. God bless our country. Big up the Miko man. Progress in our land. Nevis nice.
Nevis nice. Thanks, Chizzy. You're watching Good Morning SKN. More in a moment, everyone. Stay tuned.
Self-health management refers to the measures people take to manage their own health. You and I should remember to wash hands often with soap and water, or use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching your eyes, mouth, and nose. Take your temperature morning and evening. Watch for symptoms. Persons with diabetes or hypertension are reminded to take your medication regularly as prescribed. If you have no symptoms, you may carry out your normal routine and boost your immune system. When you are outside, avoid public spaces and wear a mask at all times. If you develop symptoms, put on a mask and seek medical care. Do not take public transportation. Inform the doctor of your travel history, any contact with confirmed or suspected cases, your occupation, and whether anyone around you has similar symptoms. If you become ill, please rest at home. Wear a mask and isolate yourself from others in your household. If you share a bathroom, disinfect daily using 1 part bleach to 10 parts water. Everyone must work together to reduce the spread of the coronavirus.
Where are you going? I just mopped the floor and now the chair leaving marks all over the place. Come on, go in bed, see? Sometimes I just can't take you on.
Violence is expressed in many ways. Most, unfortunately, go unreported or unaddressed for many reasons. If you or someone disabled is being abused, contact the police at 465-2241, social services at 467-1314, or the St. Kitts Nevis Association of Disabled Persons at 465-2151, 663-9077, or 663-4116. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
So you mentioned something about a lump.
Babe, I just felt something on the left side of your breast. Tell me if you feel it.
Do you do your self-breast examinations monthly?
No, I don't.
Well, women are supposed to examine their breasts once monthly. Let me show you how. When at home, you can check while standing in the shower or while lying down. Simply place a pillow under your right shoulder and your right arm behind your head. Using your left hand, move the pads of your fingers around your right breast, gently covering the entire breast area and armpit. Use light, medium, and firm pressure. Squeeze the nipple and check for discharge and lumps. I did find a lump in the upper left breast. I am not sure what this means. Therefore, I need to refer you to the DMO, or you can see your private physician. The doctor is going to examine you and recommend an ultrasound or a mammogram. Listen, not every lump is cancer. 80 to 85% of the time, the lumps found are benign. That means they are non-cancerous. Lumps in the female breast or armpit can be non-cancerous tissue growth or fluid buildup, or a number of things that can present themselves at various times. But sometimes it's a sign of cancer. That is why I am referring you to see the doctor.
Okay, nurse. Thanks for your help.
And welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Today is International Day of Women and Girls in Science. You notice we dressed up? The 2022 theme is Equality, Diversity, and Inclusion. Water unites us. We want to shout out to all the wonderful women and girls around the world who are working in science, and especially those who are here in our Twin Island Federation. Shout out, ladies. These include, but are not limited to, women working at the Bureau of Standards, the women at the Biomedical Research Center, our nurses and doctors, women working at all our private laboratories, female science teachers, young girls who are passionate about science and are hoping to take it on as a career. So in honor of this day, we will be showing off our science skills by doing a mini experiment in which we will create our very own lava lamp. Jamie, let's begin.
Yeah. Okay. Shout out, ladies. All right. So step number one, apparently we are to fill the flask most of the way with oil. I think that's step number one, right? So oil, Kortensia.
Ladies first?
Yeah. I
Since
feel like
it's
I'm
International
missing my mad
Women's Day.
scientist goggles. I said that before So if you've ever watched Back to the Future, you can send me the... Do we have the props here? Can I get that spiky gray hair and the...
I know.
Because I think I'm almost in character. Almost.
Maybe we get that afterwards, once it goes boof.
Well, I was thinking
then we get the hair.
It's a lava lamp, so it might just go...
There you go, Jamie.
Who's going to pick up the tab for the dry cleaning? Let's find out. Alrighty.
So we're pouring our oil.
I think that I'm in the library all of a sudden. It got really quiet in here. Did you?
Not all the way. Remember, you gotta add something else.
Most of the way. That's what it said. Fill the flask most of the way with oil.
Not all the way.
Well, there you go. It's not all. You stopped me in time. I'm really good at following directions if you didn't figure that out.
Then we're gonna add some water.
Number 2, fill the rest of the flask with water. You see the rest. So my rest is a little bit.
A little bit.
There you go.
My lamp might just be better than yours.
I must say.
Ooh. Oh, yours actually look nicer.
Listen, here's the joke, right? Because obviously one of us is gonna go boof. So at the end, I might just trade it with you. That's the... All right, step number 3, add a few drops of food coloring of your choice. So let me see what colors I have. Well, I only have one.
I'm sticking with red since it's the month of love.
I only have one. I'm gonna take what's left.
So
a few drops.
A few, not all of it, Jamie.
A few drops, just a few.
I think no, that's too little, but.
You see, I never know with these people. It's like most or a few. And when I do it too raw. When I underdo it,
you under.
I try to regulate it. Doesn't work that well.
All right.
Oh, you got more, but you're making a mess over there. Okay. You guys see Kortensia's mess?
It's a beautiful mess.
Good.
A beautiful mess.
All right. So that was it. Oh, we got
No, we got to put in the tabs.
Break and Alka. What's Alka-Seltzer good for?
Heartburn.
You're getting a headache? Okay.
Indigestion.
Well, it's Valentine's, right? So anyway, it's a different theme altogether. Because we're talking about International Day of Science, right? Day of Women. Yeah.
Day of Women.
Science.
Day of Women.
We're going to break an Alka-Seltzer tablet into a few small pieces. Oh, and then drop them into the flask one at a time. I can follow this instruction.
Yeah, so break them up. Small pieces.
Small pieces. Unless you're going to tell me it's not small enough. I don't know. Hey, don't know.
No, you're doing great at that one. Say one piece at a time. Oh my God. Look at my lamp. Look at my lamp.
Wow. We're supposed to watch the lava lamp. Oh yes, Kortensia, yours.
Mine is erupting and mine
what it needs to
do. Look at that. I'm a scientist. Power of a woman. Jamie, yours have a different reaction to mine. Yours is actually nice. Dun dun dun. It looks like it's about to flow over.
Yeah, I'm doing what I can. It's always good to be defiant in science. So this is what the lava lamp looks like.
Yeah. Cute. Oh.
You guys are not even seeing the best part of it. My hand is in the way. All right, let me turn it around.
Jamie, yours looks adorable.
This is what happens when you follow the instructions, Kortensia.
I follow the instructions.
Fill it most of the way with oil. You stopped.
Because I was contemplating adding my water. Let me see if I pour some more water, what's gonna happen. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Mine looks different.
Yours looks different because I have more oil in you.
Mine look funkier.
I followed instructions.
Mine look funkier. It looks like I have 2 lamps. A red part for Valentine's and the clear part.
Really?
Yeah.
You see what she's trying to do, guys? I want you to zoom in on that if you can. Here you go.
Guys, I'm selling it.
You're selling it?
Am I not?
I've got the actual,
I'm selling
I don't know
it.
if you can see this. I've got the actual, what do you call those? I forgot my science. Forgive me. It's international science. I want to say globules. I want to say those little round things. Yes, we've got those. Right? And what do you have? You have one big blob.
One big blob. One blob.
All right. So you let us know if you. I had Studio 327. Yeah, we want to see if you can make this. So can I see the instructions one more time? Just to run it through, so if anybody's at home and wants to do this. Yep. So we had our flasks. We filled most of it the way with most Kortensia. So
Now I know I
I
needed
came up here
more.
with the oil, and then we had to fill the rest with water. So there's very little water in mine, and a whole lot more water in Kortensia's, right? And we added a few drops of food coloring.
A unique design.
Not the color I would have gone for, but it's fine. I like blue. It's okay. I'll take it. Add food coloring of your choice, right? And then you break Alka-Seltzer. Yeah, the only time you really want to, break the Alka-Seltzer. It's like having a party with Alka-Seltzer. Break the Alka-Seltzer tablet into a few small pieces and drop them in the flask one at a time. All right? And then you watch the lava lamp erupt into activity. I'm really glad it didn't erupt, because if I went anymore, if you didn't stop me, it really would have erupted.
Yeah, it would have erupted.
And I don't know if we would ever see this lovely tablecloth again. So hey, preserve the tablecloth. Preserve your clothes as well. Lab coats included.
This was such an exciting experiment. And again, we'd like to shout out all the women and girls in science. We appreciate you greatly.
Definitely do. Thank you for giving me my lava lamp.
Mine too.
Well, yeah, almost. We'll be back in a moment with more Good Morning SKN. Stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Sometime back there, my friend them Cluster and Carol give me a gift certificate to go Nature's Touch Spa at New Road Housing Development. Buy one of the best full body massage I ever get. They also do facials, waxing, manicures, pedicures, prenatal massage, body scrubs, even house scars. Now I hear every Tuesday you could get a full body massage for only $100. I say what? I call one time and book an appointment. 465-2733, 664-2126, 663-0650.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
Has anyone ever touched you here, here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
It's the final segment of Good Morning SKN, where we find out what's happening. So let's take a look at the upcoming events. But before that, we want to thank Mr. Curtis Liebert of Affluent Homes Limited for his willingness to assist us in the preparation of today's show. Much appreciated, sir. All right, so now on to what's happening.
Yeah. It's Premiere Week. So it's
Premiere of a week in paradise. It's not just Premiere Week.
Yeah.
It's Premiere of a week in paradise.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
The Nevis film premiere of A Week in Paradise tomorrow, Saturday, the 12th of February at 6 p.m. This picnic-style event will be at the Malcolm Gishard Park, Penny's Beach, Nevis. Bring along your blanket, family, and friends, and be the first to enjoy this free premiere screening of A Week in Paradise, the first Nevis movie to be released by MSR Media.
All right, so here's the synopsis of A Week in Paradise. Seeking solace from a failed marriage, Maggie, played by Malin Ackerman, escapes to the Caribbean for a much-needed reset. And while staying at her cousin Fiona's secluded resort, she meets Sam. So Fiona is played by Connie Nielsen, by the way. Sam is Philip Winchester. And they're staying there. The hotel's charming chef and begins to imagine a new life for herself. Interesting stuff. We saw the trailer not too long ago, actually. But her old life soon comes barging back in and threatens her newfound happiness. So let's take a look. Oh, there it is. I had to ruin the moment, didn't I? Yeah. Here's the trailer.
I miss you.
Maggie, no. Oh, I'm sorry. We are both
You're recovering from a broken heart. People used to die from those in the old days. For real.
I need to dust myself off from my cheating, laughingstock of a husband.
The only way to get better is to be with my closest friend on this idyllic island.
Hi. I'm sorry. I'm Sam. I'm the hotel chef. I'm here if you need me for anything.
He's lovely, isn't he? He is, yeah. It's probably his thing. All these sad women who come on holiday and in comes gorgeous Sam, just sweeps them off their feet. I just see two wonderful people who've made a genuine connection.
I was not expecting to have all of these feelings.
I think I'm the one that's lucky.
Christopher, what are you doing here?
I made a mistake. And I'm so sorry.
Can you trust again?
Just don't know if I can.
That was the trailer of A Week in Paradise.
Lovely, I must say.
Well, you know, I'm going to give it away here because I won't let you know which moments I heard my lovely co-host say, Oh, you hear? It got worse than it. At which points in that trailer, Kortensia said, and then it changed somewhat. So, Anyway, those are the sounds that you might be making if you go check it out. So.
It's all about the sounds today. All about the sounds from Chantel to now. Sounds.
Go check it out. What else do we have coming up on What's Happening?
So love is in the air. Get something special for your partner at the City Drugstore Nevis. Save 15% off any Valentine's Day related item on the 13th of February 2022. So go out and make your last minute shopping for those of you who didn't have time to do so before, or for those of you who just like to shop last minute.
All right, let's see that again. 15%. You're saving 15%.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right, so here's what we have. What else we have on this thing? So Valentine's Day with your. When do I get this one? I was the one who was talking about drawing your pets a while ago.
Drawing your
Yeah.
pets,
Okay, here
yeah.
we go again. It's back. Interesting. Take two. Valentine's Day with your pets. So Michael's Burgers and Bark, I love it, BARC, are coming together for a special Valentine's fundraiser to support Bark. I feel like barking, by the way, and all of our amazing dogs that they currently have. So bring your pets and go and enjoy some doggies, interesting, burgers,
And more.
and more. You know what? This is a soundbite that I'm willing to repeat. Bring your pets and go out and enjoy some doggies.
There must be some dogs in the window. Woof, woof.
Tomorrow, Saturday, February 12th. Don't do that to me.
See, even the dog gets love, right? Yeah, woof, woof.
All right, I'm sorry. You got me, tourist Kortensia. I mentioned that doggy in the window. All right, so that's what's happening at Michael Burgers. Make sure you go and get your doggies. Well, bring your doggies, see your doggies. Whatever, just have a good time. All right?
Just bring your doggies.
Number 4.
Caribbean Cinema Valentine's Day special combo. Have you finalized your Valentine's Day plans? If not, you can celebrate it at the Caribbean Cinemas with a couples combo that includes an extra large popcorn, so popcorn for 2, 2 large sodas, you can share and overshare, and 1 candy. This offer is valid from the 11th to the 14th of February, so take that special person on a date at the Caribbean Cinemas. Why not?
There's the kicker, right? No dogs allowed.
So the doggies are only allowed in the window. No dogs in the cinema. None whatsoever. No doggies.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
So whether you're a pet lover or not, hey, you've got options, right? You've got
crying.
options.
Jamie's crying.
Listen, you made me laugh when you mentioned the doggy.
In the window.
I swear. I mean, we've got our own internal jokes in the studio here. We've got our dance moves of the swivel. I really want to see the doggy. We never know.
Let the dogs out.
Oh my God, you're terrible, Kortensia. So let's quickly recap this list, all right? So again, number 1, the premiere of A Week in Paradise.
Yep.
Right? So you guys in Nevis can go check that out. Even if you're in St. Kitts, you might want to take a boat ride. Just
Take
so
a
go
boat
check
ride,
that
yeah.
out.
Pretty
So
short
it's
one.
premiere. It's Saturday, 12th to February 6th. Okay, there you go.
Then we have your Valentine's Day sale once again in Nevis as well. So Nevis, there you go, 2 for you.
Yeah, 30. What is it? I'm saying 13%.
15%.
And this is on the 13. Yeah, the dogs have got me. Yeah, you know, seriously. Dogs have got me twisted today. All right. Valentine's Day with your pet. Oh, I get to say this again.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day with your pets. Michael's Burgers. Next to us, right?
Just don't bark up the wrong tree.
And there are lots of trees. This morning. All right. So
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to read this. This is hilarious. All right, so here we go. So Michael's Burgers and Bark are coming together for a special Valentine's fundraiser to support Bark. So yeah, let me give you the date again. So Saturday, February 12th, from 3 p.m. To 9 p.m. at Michael's Burgers, and yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I'm gonna read that again. Go enjoy some doggies, burgers, and more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go enjoy
definitely
the doggies. And do not forget to go to Caribbean Cinema with that special someone between the 11th to the 14th of February to enjoy a movie together. With that movie comes an extra large bag of popcorn, just to remind you, 2 large sodas and 1 candy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say here the dogs have it. All right. That being said, right? That being said, this is the time when we have to say goodbye.
Yeah.
I'm saying goodbye at
We
the
had
time
so much
when we're
fun
talking all
today.
about dogs. You know what I want to see in the studio? I'm putting it out there. I want to see a dog in this. A really well-behaved dog, a well-groomed dog. Well, I don't know.
Maybe. I noticed you had a dog once, Jupiter. Only thing
Yes.
Jupiter was on Zoom.
Jupiter was virtual.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. We had Jupiter
Jupiter was
virtually.
on Zoom,
You
yeah.
know, hey, I'm gonna throw this out there. You got Valentine's, or you are animal lovers. Send us a picture of your pet.
Yeah.
Perhaps even dressed up for Valentine's, or
Yeah.
send the names or whatever it is. Hey, handle is at Studio327 Inc.
Yeah.
A bunch of us pet lovers out here. We want to see. And if you go to that event at Michael's Burgers on Saturday and you want to take some pictures too and send them to us,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be
Please do.
something interesting.
We would
Really wanna
appreciate
see.
that.
I'm telling you, it's the day the dogs have it. The dogs have it. The dogs have it. All right?
It's a doggone good day.
You're so bad. Oh, man.
So thank you for joining us today. Remember to follow us on our social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and even TikTok at Studio 327 Inc. Like, subscribe, do not forget to follow us.
You gotta say that again, because it's at Studio 327, right? Yeah. We know some of you have been with us. We know some of you are watching, and you're kind of like hiding out. You don't want to like, you don't want to follow. Please do it. Like, follow, subscribe. We're there on all those social media handles as well. Right? So leave us a comment. Leave us a comment. Oh, yeah. And, well, even before you do, we're inviting you to leave us a comment. But even so, we're going to recap a little bit. So, yeah, the show today.
It was a great show.
I asked you yesterday what your favorite segment was.
Mine was definitely Chantel. When I saw her, I lit up.
Oh, really?
Just because of Ciao Bango.
Ciao Bango. Ciao Bango. Well, before I would have said it was Jazik, definitely, because I love that energy. I loved his energy.
Could I forget Jazik?
But he's going to be tied right now with dogs.
And the dogs. His favorite part was the dog.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
The son of Mango. The son of Mango.
All right, so yeah, we had a really good show. It was an interesting week, all in all. I can't believe it's Friday already. It's the end of your first week.
Yes.
So, how do you feel?
Good.
Good.
Better than last week.
Good.
Yeah.
It
shows, doesn't it?
It gets better, yes. It gets better. It gets better. Trick is to remember, I guess. What am I going to tell you here? Remember. What did I say when we were talking about friendships? Smile, laugh, have fun. Yeah. And remember to take care of the dogs. All right, leave us a comment and tell us what topics and guests you'd like to see next. All right, and see you Monday at 8 a.m. when you get to start your mornings with us. And likewise, we get to start our mornings with you at
here
Studio
on Good Morning SKN.
Good Morning SKN.
Have a doggone good day now.
Bye-bye, everybody.